blood. Sometimes I think that there's no blood. So heartbroken that I threw up. Now I'm looking for a dirty cup. Yeah, double cup. Two hoes got a double up.
What's good, y'all? Hope you're having an amazing day. Back at it. We're going to check out Joe Rogan. Luis J. Gomez's 3-day-long acid trip. I like watching these stories on JRE, like these short stories and shit like that, just the clips. But yeah, bro, I haven't watched this. It's like a year or two old, but yeah, bro, let's see what his trip was like. If you could hit that like and sub, I appreciate you. Yeah, bro, every time I watch Joe Rogan, I learn something, so. But let's see what this is talking about.
The Joe Rogan experience.
Borderline like psychotic episode. From your perspective, you don't even understand what a drug is.
Right,
That to
no
take
idea
you,
what
there's no
happened.
frame of reference. Like the first time I did acid, I was scared, but I knew that I was about to be on a fucking journey. You know what I'm saying? That was
Right.
the idea. When you're a kid and it comes out of nowhere to you, accidentally take it, and then you're just in this state. Dude.
Yeah. And then, now that's possible. So you're always going to have this anxiety that at one point in time you might slip back into it. That was the thing that I'd always heard about acid, too, that scared me when I was a kid. Flashbacks.
Yeah, flashbacks.
They would tell you, bro, it stays in your fat.
Yeah.
The acid stays in your fat, man. And one day you're just fucking driving down the road and the road becomes
Bro, his fucking
teardrops.
eyes. He's like,
I'm like, what? Yeah, man, you have a flashback. People
Yeah.
die that way. I was like, it was like always the thing. Like if you take acid, like maybe you'll never come back.
Yeah, I think I took so much acid one time. The most acid I ever
a couple people where I'm from took a lot of acid when they were younger and are not the same, bro. So I know what he's talking about.
took when I was 19 years old, maybe 18. Me and my buddy Dan Doherty, we got a medicine dropper. This fucking hippie kid, this fucking real big known hippie in my town. He's like, dude, I got acid. And when hallucinogens came to town in New York, where I was at, Rockland County, New York, when hallucinogens came around in the early 2000s, late 90s, you got them because they only came around once in a while. There'd be like a fucking hippie festival upstate and like people would bring strips of acid down or they would have mushrooms, but it was so
pretty
rare. So when you would hear about somebody having
Obviously,
it,
a lot easier
you'd
to
fucking
get now.
drive. We used to drive from Rockland County, which is right outside of New York City. We used to drive up to Albany, because there was a guy that would get it up there, and we would fucking pick it up when he had it. And he had it like twice a year. But this kid was like, dude, I have liquid acid in an eyedropper. We're like, oh no way, dude, let's do it. He was like $3 a hit, which is super cheap. And then my buddy Dan, I remember he did like 2 drops, and I was like, oh sweet, dude. He's like, all right, let me do another one. And then he went, and I did too. And then he was like, I want to do another one. And then he went and squirted it. And I went, holy shit, dude. I was like, well, I can't let you do that by yourself. And I went,
Oh
and
my
squirted it.
God.
We gave it back to the guy, and he looked how much was
That's a real one, bro. Willing to go through the depths of hell with his homie.
left in it. He was like, dude, he was like, don't pay me. He was like, you didn't get this from me. And then he just walked away from us.
Wow.
And then within 10 minutes, dude.
Nah, bro.
10, within 10, you know how it takes like 45 minutes to come on?
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes, I'm talking about on another planet, dude.
Bro.
Another fucking
I'd
planet. Just
imagine you would just be seeing other shit, feeling other shit. You'd feel like in a different stratosphere, bro. I've never done acid, but I could only assume.
Within 5 minutes of that, I lose Dan. Dan's running down the street like a lunatic.
When you say another planet, like what are you experiencing?
Just extreme, like,
Like I've tried shrooms and it just felt amazing. I've had good and bad experiences with that. I've tried it a couple times, and the last one I did was rough, bro. But I've had good times with it too. So, but this is a whole other level, bro. If you've done it, let me know. And if you have any crazy experiences on hallucinogenics, let me know, bro.
I don't even remember most of the trip, but I remember I saw a friend and they got in their car, and the lights from the car, it was like I was on a spaceship, dude. It was just like the music, and I mean, it was just like the hardest I've ever tripped by far. And it's everything, like the visuals, the sounds, the feeling, but such an intense trip, like scary. It started becoming really scary. Started going down the road where, you know, everything is everything. Like that was my conclusion, was like that life is death and death is life, and, you know, sound is the same thing as a fucking table.
Right.
Just being a fucking lunatic. And I remember like starting to think, it kept on coming into my head to kill myself because I wanted, that's an experience that I can only experience once. It was like just really scary fucking thoughts. And I tripped for 2 full days. 48 hours straight, didn't sleep, just kept on tripping. Then I finally fell asleep, and then the next morning I woke up, and it was like I had taken a hit of acid the next morning, but it was normal enough that I was like, so really for like 3.
That third squirt, that is what absolutely fucked them, bro. If they would just took those 2, it probably would have been still scary and shit, but it would have been a lot more mellow, bro. That third blast is what put them in Neptune. 48-hour trip, bro. Fuck all that. I ain't tripping for days straight. There's no way, bro.
3 days I tripped.
And when you were tripping, what did the world look like?
There was just like the world. I mean, it's a great question. It's a really great question. I'm trying to remember what my perspective was on how the world looked. I remember being at a Dunkin' Donuts and just sitting there at the table and just fucking thinking about numbers a lot and just fucking
Numbers.
Yeah, and everything was just fucking brighter. It wasn't pleasurable at all. It wasn't like,
Why were you thinking about numbers?
I don't know. I was just, the numbers were just like coming into my head, and I was just repeating like fake math equations that weren't real.
How do you know they weren't?
Maybe they were real. I
What
know
if
where
you
you're
wrote
going.
those bitches down? What if you wrote those bitches down and someone like Eric
I unlocked
Weinstein
some
would look
shit.
at them and go, what are you doing here? Where did you learn this? Oh my God, this is the solution. And they run over to one of those fucking Goodwill Hunting chalkboards.
I figured it all out.
Imagine,
I
bro.
know.
Imagine if that's what ideas are when you're tripping. What if you're catching like an alien life form it comes in the form of an idea.
Bro, that'll have you thinking for a minute. I have not thought about that. It's a brain fuck right there. What if those equations he wrote down were some real shit? He was just so blasted it was like gibberish to him. But he like turned into a genius. I don't know, bro. That was a dope video. If you're gonna do psychedelics, make sure you're in a safe environment. Outside, probably. Just around good energy, good people, bro. Don't be inside caged in. You'll feel suffocated. Just stay safe, y'all. If you got any trip stories, I'd love to know in the comments. And let me know what you thought of this, bro. That shit was pretty tense. I'll have to check out more of these. I know there's more stories that are crazier, but I just fuck with these JRE clips. But yeah, bro, hope y'all have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I'm out here. Let me know more shit to watch, bro.